Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. That's it. Hope all is well or will be soon. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, this will be a collective reading, but may feel like it's for one. Trying something a little bit special and secret tonight. So welcome, anyways, Psi Divine. If this is your first time, please like, comment, and subscribe. Although I may not see most comments because I'm going to be focused. There may or may not be free readings afterward tonight. I just don't know. We shall see. Okay. So, feeling is regarding stagnation. Title I sensed was Unstuck. So I'm just going to test my little title cards here. Let's see what happens. Kind of a little warm-up. Okay. Observe, test, and control. Rejection, protection. That was in reverse when it came out. So perhaps there's protection in rejection. Once one more, please. And forgetfulness. Lessons of old. Recalling old lessons. So, my intention with this card was involving past lives. In the essence of the forgotten self. Okay, I'll keep those out. Now let's find out. I'll pull a few cards to clarify, maybe help clarify who this message is for. I sense purple aura energy. Hey Tessa, don't be distracting me. What you can do though, if you are feeling like you'd like to know if you connect to this reading, what you can do, boo, maybe not. Oh, come on, really? Oh, I don't have my number cards. Oh, that blows. I'll have to make a new one. Okay, so what you can do, if you'd like to see if you feel a connection, you can select any number 0 through 9. You can pick one number, 2 or 3 numbers, because along the way there will be numbers and maybe something pops or connects. Otherwise, everyone just chill. I feel like 6 needs to get in on this. 6, would you like to grace the reading with some data?
What's up, fuckers?
That's harsh. How about something a little bit more inspirational? That's weird. I don't even get that. One more, please.
How dare you?
I'm lost on that. One more, please.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Okay, yeah, that's rude. We'll move on. In fact, I'll just turn it upside down so it's not. Okay. Let's move into this person going through the observing, testing, and controlling. Rejection, protection, and forgetfulness. Block timeline. Okay. It's a lot of fuzziness. A lot of fuzziness, you know. So I see a block timeline. And the moon. This makes no fucking sense. What I hear, I heard the gummy. I don't know if that's hinting to me about gooey, sticky feelings, but gummy could be, now I see gum on cement. Shoe sticking, you know, when the gum stretches. There's a blocked timeline, blocked movement forward, but it's by choice. Maybe no one wants to hear that. It's blocked by choice. Perhaps we're in observation mode, or we've passed that. No, we're probably in control mode. Maybe feeling tested. So we get this thought inversion, like the outie navel or the innie navel. Not sure why I went with the navel reference. I think that's weird, but it's what came out. You're the daughter of the flaming sword. She's an 8. So it's like tackling the exact same data over and over again. It's like repeating lifetimes of, and it could be a lot of lifetimes in this lifetime, can be multitude of relationships, dating that doesn't work, or if that's not it, 5 comes up. So we know 5 is all about change. But that came out in reverse. So it's change and giving up pops to me. It's like needing to move away from conflict, needing to reject conflict, needing to get 9 of Cups, covering that 5. And in this deck, it's the Lord of Material Happiness. 9 of Cups. So there's like, and it came out as a choice. Came out as a choice. So what I see is perhaps pouring too much of oneself out in other areas of life. That's one. Second, can be too much greed or others, the groupthink. And this can come from thinking like the others, expectations put on you from family. I hope this isn't friends, but in case it is, it can be, what I just heard is cherishing the mother. I feel like I'm getting troll data right now. Okay, but I'll say, listen, I'm just going to say what's there. I heard the word rotund. I ain't talking about nobody's shape. Maybe somebody's just all around the nosy ones. The Empress can, this can be an older energy. Can be someone, impression. Can be someone trying to impress their beliefs, data upon others. There's a moon here too. And since love comes out in reverse, 5, 3, and 4. Five, 3, and 4. Now I hear George Michael, freedom. You have to give what you take. So in my 4, it's about feeling stuck. Not knowing why. Not sure if I just, okay. Let's talk about getting out of that data. So the 9 goes back into the 6. So it's like knowing, but there's healing that needs to be done. Need to change the way you see shit. Excuse me. In the Nine of Cups, though, it feels like giving too much, like too open, too accessible, maybe. And then maybe that openness causes issue, hurt. Putting too much faith in perhaps the faithless, or the too much faith in the ego of someone. It just, let me see how this is past life data. Nope. Okay. Ooh. Let's clarify the other. This is a test reading in this deck right here. So give me a, let's just see. Okay, so I don't know if this is current data or past data. I was trying to clarify past data. This could be current. I mean, like, current as in this lifetime. So I see some type of history with a sacrifice of self, more like a theft. Perhaps the crossing the wrong path with the wrong person. Perhaps a dangerous encounter of some sort early in life. A harmful action taken against someone. This harmful action creates emotional issue. And it could be happening because one isn't revealing secrets or saying this is what happened. So things are kept hidden. Could call them skeletons. Could say it's a moon. And the secrets are bondage. It creates restrictions. I don't know how that applies, but the word I keep hearing is subtle nuance. Subtle nuances? So perhaps there's something like that goes unnoticed. So there's blocks. I get the mental stuff here twice. And it can be like a backward fixed focus thing, which might express itself as fear. I get a 9. So there's a misdirection that occurs. With certain elements, certain elements of life. Get the fixed focus to the mind trap. That's interesting. I don't know who sings this song. It sounds very punkish. 80s MTV. Destinations Unknown. Now here's something about sailing away. Just telling you what's up there. And it's horrible music sounding. Okay. Put my energy out of that. Sorry if that was anybody's song. They like songs about sailing away. It sounds like elevator music. I apologize. Ew, it's a horrible song. Anyways. All right. So there is a lack of choosing when it comes to what's next. Someone may be waiting or hoping for someone else to come along and bring completion. There may also be curiosity for the road or travel, perhaps moving someplace else, going someplace. Fear of doing so. $23, $12, $36. So these are actions against the self. Maybe waiting for someone to come along. Now here, someday he'll come along, the man I love. I hope you're not waiting for that. This may be trust issues. These may be trust issues. Love and lust can be very expensive. So there's a cycle, right? And it's about the way you see things. It's about the way you see things, perception. There are some unspoken things, though. I will not go further into that data, but having to hold on to dangerous secrets of some sort might make someone very blocked. May block direction, may make mapping out life a little bit difficult. It is restrictive in nature. Okay, so, blank space. Now I hear Dave Matthews Band, the space between. The space between the wicked lies we tell and hope to keep safe from the pain. Okay. Exiting. Who sings that? Annie's. What? Annie's 12 years old and tomorrow she'll be a whore. Nobody ever told her it's the wrong way. I think that's 311, is it? The only family that she's ever had is her 7 horny brothers and her drunk ass dad. He needed money, so he put her on the streets. Everything was going fine until the day she met me. Exiting the data may require talking to or letting it out. There is a betrayal here, though. Someone may feel isolated, or it's not, it's the word isolated. It's like, maybe rejected. Unprotected. Denied. Not believed. Or maybe, who's, okay. I don't want to yell like whose date is this, but okay, I'm just going to keep going. Now, okay, coming out of this data, or realizing, perhaps recalling lessons of old, is there's like sexual issues here, or sexual deceptions that turn into trust issues. They may turn into hermit type behavior, not going outside, or having issues with friendships. And they're not really issues, it's just sometimes hurt people find other hurt people. And I don't mean to simplify any feelings or bad things like that, but sometimes that is it. So someone may have the energy of the outsider. Negative, negated. And my card of stuck comes out again here. So perhaps it could be some of that old damage kind of holds you hostage, drives the car, if you will, in life. It may also bring on serial addictions. Serial addictions don't necessarily have to be drugs when I say them. Serial addictions can be relationships, repetitive types, almost like dating the same person over and over again, or finding yourself in abusive relationships around abusers. And that may alter how you see yourself. So someone wants change. And I'm asking about how to exit this data moving forward. One has to become unstuck. And it's learning what's right and what's left. Learning what's right versus what is left. And I don't feel like that means left turn, but like what remains. So someone is blocked, and that's hiding. Okay. Somebody needs to move the fuck on or in something. I don't know if this is a move, but buildings are here more than once. Can be new location, going someplace, relaxing. Your environment could be foggy energy for you. It could even be like, and it doesn't always have to be people. I don't know why I saw this, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. It's like being in a room where all the walls are black. See my I have a black wall here, but it's in a corner so I can draw on it with chalk. But the bad environment or a down environment can just be the dark energy of others around. Can be like being in a dark room. But at the bottom of the deck is the chemical imbalance. Just saying it. Somebody may be trying to avoid bad things. I don't know why speed is here, but it is. Maybe trying to avoid something. Okay, I'm going to hop out of this deck. That was a test on the cards. But I do see some type of message. A message from someone. Or communication with someone in disguise, dressed up. Maybe someone with anger issues. Ooh. Whoever that date is for, you may be getting a message from somebody with anger issues. Okay. I don't know when that's coming. Let's just move on to the numbers now. Getting out of this data. Getting out of this data. Now I'm going to do numbers to move out of this and then angel advice. How to go forward. Six needs to become 9. Not just because Jimi Hendrix says so. 29, 2, 37. Choices do have to be made. Balance must be created. This could be balance in your space. Oh, somebody could just be in a very uncomfortable environment. If you can't get out of your comfortable environment, try something very simple like changing bedspreads, lightening something around you. Start there and then keep going. Definitely healing needs to happen. I just got the sensation of somebody looking for others to reward them. Maybe looking for recognition or acceptance or connections. You may be looking for connections with those who are sleeping. Some of you are taking weight. Okay. Sorry, that was a wave of energy. Comes back. Okay. All right. Somebody's putting too much energy in sleepwalkers. And the old data can be coming from like things that are created in mind. Yes. Splitting of the self. It's a loss of safety. It's like it's early violation of trust. It's a psych break. It's a psych break. Okay. Sorry, I'm just giving myself a minute to move out of certain energy. So completion needs to happen in two different ways. It has to be moving away from groups of people who maybe don't feel good to your soul. I don't know a nicer way to say that. I thought that was cool. Nicer way to the soul. It is a feminine, it is moving into a protective place. Feminine energy, the womb. Some may have trouble with relationship endings, trouble with accepting rejection, not understanding that it is a form of cosmic awakening. It's a part of your awakening. To experience the rejection, deal with it. It's fucked up, but later on in life, it sometimes is for the best. A lot of times it's for the best. Someone may be attracted or being hooked into running into the wall. I wonder if, okay, it comes back again. All right, here Pink Floyd. I am comfortably numb. Okay. I don't know if it's going that far with drugs, but can be just mental illness. Now, if you're not experiencing what you're going to classify as mental illness, We let's just say it could come from the others. But that's one finish that needs to happen. Groups, associations. If it is a familial connection, that needs to, if you're not going to deal with it, there needs to be space for healing, balance, mental balance. Someone needs to find their art. I know this is heavy, but I'm throwing that in there too. That's here. You should be. Like the art should have happened over here somewhere. There also needs to be moves on purpose, decisions, direction. Start with moving, period. And I don't necessarily mean moving to a new location, but then, yeah, I do. Like moving the body, fitness, exercise. Start with a walk, getting out. Part of the observe, testing, and control. And all of this rejection and the forgetfulness, these are all elements, in my opinion, that wrap around nicely with perception. So it's how one sees themselves. Can be the cycle of bad thinking, bad cycles of fucking with the same useless people who ain't moving nowhere, but you know you want to go somewhere in life. I'm just going to share this one too. What just came to me was a band, music band. Not sure why she comes through, but no doubt, Gwen Stefani. She wants to sing, but the rest of the band just wants to smoke weed every day and do nothing. They don't want to make any songs. So there's this consistency, yeah, but the consistency is garbage, right? Like, we're not going to be famous if that's what you're doing. So it feels like, ooh, new starts necessary. It's the way you see things. Someone is waiting for Wang energy, waiting for that spark or rocket fuel up their bum to get going. Part of the path of angel guides, and when I say part of the path, it so far it's looking like the bulk of the journey on my end. Some of you angel guides forget that the journey is a solo walk a lot. That sucks. So a lot of the hard work, hard pushing, walking uphill, through the snow, over blocks of ice, is often a journey of one. So the angel guide will experience heartache, sadness, solitude, in what feels like a magnifying glass. If a magnifying glass could be a tent. Things are bigger, feel stronger. You're a little bit more awake than the others. Moving out of this data, though, I do like the 0 and the 1 because it's healing. It's the thought. It is the calm before the storm of the self, I guess. But this is brain matter, thought matter, nothingness. It's shit that you can collect. Like, imagine, like, if this is anybody's data, imagine like everyone's opinion, like being a wadded up bit of gum. Going back to, not on the shoe this time, but every time someone gives you a thought about you, or even a thought about themselves that interferes with how you feel. Rejection in relationships. protecting yourself because of what someone else does. Imagine all of that being one chunk of bubble gum at a time. Eventually, the mind would be cluttered with gum, right? It'd be sticky and gooey as fuck. Moving forward would be difficult because you're standing in gum. Moving backward might be possible. You could just lay back into the gum, right? Very gooey data. Relationships, if you're going through this, if you find you have trouble with relationships or they fall apart in a horrific way, somebody's got trust issues. These are basic trust issues. Many people have them. But if we can simplify it down to something like used up, chewed up wads of gum that others have handed, and you just went, oh, don't throw that on the ground. Save the environment. You fucking tree hugger. Put this in my... yeah, just give me that gum and I'll just stick it here. Put it all over my luxuriousness. I'll just stick it all there. Over time, I'm sure each of us could imagine, we could all kind of give a little bit of a time, how long it would take for your brain to fill up with bits of gum. Could it be where you are now in life? You've had enough gum, you can't even think for yourself at this point. It's all just bits of chewy gum. And that would naturally make relationships difficult because other people don't want to get stuck in your gum. And all those old lessons, look at all those vibes, bring a lot of change. And it messes with the way you see life, the others. It makes you make impulsive decisions. It might even make you sex focused, or you attract others who are really just wanting the bang, 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 bang. So relationships have a little bit of a build and then they're gone. They drop off. There's a forgetfulness. Gotta watch what you So there's a growth and maturity that has to happen here. And somebody needs to be mindful and observant of their feelings and how they influence choices that you make. Some of you don't deal with rejection very well. Some of you need to be more protective of your feelings. And that may come in the form of more space, being honest with others about what's going on with you. And if you are choosing to be honest with others and they give you shit, remember you're in observe, test, and control mode. And what you are forgetting to move yourself out of this stuck place, because this is like scientific lab, never drawing a conclusion, just continuously observing and testing. And the control comes in not moving. The bubble gum is stuck, you're stuck, okay? So the forgetfulness it happens when you have to deal with the others. And the forgetting is the old lesson. The haters, the ones who like battle, combative ones, emotional ones. That's his road. I just heard I'm transmitting messages, whoever this is for. Some of y'all have crash test dummies around you. You may be regarding them as people. Sorry, I saw crash test dummies and I heard that some of you have, okay, so the growing was around crash test dummies. Okay, let's clarify that. I realize that was harsh. I apologize. Let's go. Okay, crash test dummies. The ones that are ready to slam into anything at any given notice. They may act like they're not, but they do. These could be the ones who are sexually focused, sexually driven. The ones who may create their own conflict where there is none. Can be just people who are unnecessarily emotional. Yeah. The ones that you are made to learn lessons from. That's what they're there for. And that data, it's forgotten each lifetime. I don't know why 7 is late. You're catching my attention, but there it is. This is observe, trust yourself, and control your environment. This is evolution. Sorry, I'm getting ringing. Some of you need to learn how to be by your damn self. Some of y'all need to learn how to be by yourself. Adopt a pet or a hamster or a bunny or something. Some of you put too much energy or you lose your energy in interacting with other crash test dummies. Wow. Best plan going. Ooh. Awkward timing. Awkward. Somebody needs a freak. I just like the song. Some of y'all need to learn how to be comfortable by yourself. Seriously. I'm gonna fucking kill my phone. Dude. Anyways. The haters. Anyways. Some of y'all need to alter the way you look at the others. You may be experiencing that right now, seeing people differently, right? New cycles. Again, it's the way you may be seeing yourself, blocking the self, overprotection of the self. Some of you are waiting on something that you shouldn't be waiting for. Some of you are being given a push away from repetition. I don't know which word it would. Okay, grapple, graphite, graphene. I missed the. Okay, I don't know what that word was. Completion, though, needs to happen. There's a transformation that has to be done. starting with letting go of old beings. I don't know if this is religious ideas or ideologies, or can be something chemical that holds you down. Can be someone in your space who has chemical issues holding you back. Whatever it is, it's an old lesson from an old lifetime. Take a look around your situation. Ask yourself, does it feel familiar, like you've seen this before? Are there older people around you or in your past who did the same thing? They just had older appliances when they were doing it. All right, moving to the angel advice. Nope, hold on a minute. Clarify that rejection. Some of you need to move away from a relationship that does not, it's over. You need to let it go. There is no growth, no maturity. If you're waiting for somebody to get better, do better, come your way. That's not good. And that's saying it nicely and stuff. Growth. I just keep getting grow the fuck up. Put your big girl panties on, or pants. Feels like having to make some decisions. Some decisions that may affect others but are in the better interest of self. And not being apologetic about that shit. Making decisions. Some of you are putting too much love in haters. Some of you may be loving people who don't even like themselves. So you may be getting in whatever the pain is, whatever the bother is, whatever the feeling of stagnation is. Could it be because you were around, or you grew up around other people who taught you how to be stuck, taught you how to be comfortable with being stuck or not moving. It's not really stuck. Okay. Yeah, I was just asking again one more time. Definitely feels like some violation from someone being hurt by the actions of a male or masculine energy type. Feels like the energy of someone who was deceived, tricked, whatever. You gotta move into a place of protection. Okay, next message coming through is somebody may have dodged a bullet with rejection, being rejected, or stepping back from a situation. Something that didn't work out was not the worst thing. So love of self has to happen. Changes to relationships, the bad ones. That doesn't always just mean people relationships either. behavior, relationships with lazy, that works also. Finding love of self, super first, always first. I feel like there's some poison in the environment that needs to be extracted. When I said that, I saw a snake. I see uncomfortable group situations or an environment where one can't grow. Things don't grow. Feels like you need to push, whoever this is for. And the first push is altering the way you see shit around you. It's not quicksand. And it is ego over action. It's like big brain, little feet. Or big brain and no feet. One of those two. There's rewards that are being missed. Let's move on to the angel advice. Rewards, gifts, luck. But there's some type of relationship that, it doesn't have to be taken for a long drive in the country or anything, but it's definitely that it's recycled energy of the past. Angel advice. And when I keep saying that, it means you've already seen it. So at some point, the answer has to come so that you can move forward. So if you consider your feeling situation, whoever's feeling stuck, imagine experiencing what you're going through right now, and then imagine reincarnating 100 times, doing the exact same thing with the exact same person, and then the next exact same person. Like, at some point, you can acknowledge it or go through it. Or you could say, oh, okay, I've had enough of this lesson. Time to turn the page. So let's see. Rejection happens. Protection is necessary because you are different. Duh. There's limited protection in fucking with the others. And they only get a half air quote. Because I said crash test dummies earlier. I hope they're not crash test dummies. I apologize if, again, that's harsh. Sorry. Somebody needs to learn how to be very clear with others, because there's a loss of protection in not speaking up. At this time, that is what you're supposed to be learning. Stiff spine, stiff upper lip. Stiff upper lip, stiff upper lip. It feels like some type of suggestion. Whatever. Strengthen your back. I don't know. Strong spine. There's an end of a relationship here. Could be a situation you're no longer attracted to. You guys would like you to accept okay. I see a rabbit being pulled out of a hat. And maybe you're not a fucking magician. Maybe you're an angel guide and you have better shit to do than rabbits and hats. So there needs to be an acceptance of certain situations that cannot be fixed, and accepting that while you cannot change others, you can change yourself. You could damn sure change what's acceptable and what isn't. You can change environments that aren't comfortable. You could change the color of the bedspread and say, okay, that feels better for a few minutes. Start somewhere. Some of you may have others around you who are discouraging you from moving forward. You aren't observing that they are stuck. And what can they teach you except how to be stuck? So, some of you may be taking advice or asking directions from someone who is standing in quicksand or in cement. I don't know. So you may not be observing others or testing old data. This again feels like parental data or someone in the childhood, and starts a process where you may run into fucked up people later on in life more than once. And here comes the snore machine. Some of you, your guides don't want you to forget what I just said. Your spirit guide having a human experience. I'll say it again. You're a spirit guide having a human experience. Part of the experience is self-control, not being discouraged by the words of others, but certainly noticing their actions and controlling yourself, controlling your environment. It's okay that you're not like the others. That's part of your power. You're supposed to be learning about who you can and can't align with, who you can fuck with, who fucks with your safety, your mental health, your physical well-being. You may have other people around you who are going through their own dark selves, and they ain't ready to come out. So their karma, their damage, can easily become your damage. You may be around people who make too much noise, or people who experiment. They bring you limited protection because you're not being open and honest with others. Now I hear Tom Petty, waiting is the hardest part. You may be waiting on somebody to honor their word, do something for you, be reliable. There's a lesson in that. That's the secret. That's the secret as a broken record. Divine intervention. But it has to be chosen because it came out as a choice. And yeah. So divine intervention has to be chosen. It is with you now. There is a awareness. The higher self is aware and wants to intervene to get someone unstuck. Right? And that starts with breaking fixed focus. I talked about this. Fixed focus. Hold on. We have talked about this door. Okay. So, this changes. The situation can be changed by breaking focus. Breaking focus on being stuck. As you think it, so it is. You need to stop hiding yourself, whoever this is. You may be hiding your gift from the world. You may be that's weird. Sorry, weird birds in the middle of the night. Okay. Some of you are holding back yourself. I don't know why, but you are. So there's a new start that needs to be made. This could be new projects, new creations. Yeah. Whoever's going through this, your gifted. You have a skill that can bring finances. Maybe that needs to be focused on. Instead of skipping it this lifetime, also, or skipping it again this lifetime. That's how it's coming through to me. Like you skipped it. You were distracted. What you won't do for love. Doesn't necessarily have to be love in relationships. It can also be love or acceptance from family, taking care of people who can probably take care of themselves a little bit, or I don't know. Again, same card comes out twice. Not like the others. Innocence. Innocence amongst the not so innocent ones, the guilty ones. So here's your pop quiz. Your guides would like you to consider. And it's seeing yourself. Are you listening to self? Are you listening to others? How do the others make you feel? Putting too much feeling into them. This can be lust, can be wanting someone to complete you, bad relationships, can be dysfunctional relationships with dysfunctional people. Some of you are being pushed to embark on a path unto the self for higher enlightenment. Coming out again. Your guides do want you to take that next step, though, but some of you are creating bad energy around you, and it can come in just having unclear, unhappy relationships. Even the energy of resentment is negative. It's a negative energy. So some of you need to be taking care of your physical body. Some of you are in the middle of a relationship you know you don't give a fuck about. This is extra data. Some of y'all are in, somebody out there is in a relationship you don't give two fucks about. That is bad energy. It is bad energy because it becomes resentment. It's bad energy because the other person eventually gets the sense of it all. It's a loss of protection. Going back to this other data though, don't doubt yourself. somebody just was really surrounded by people who perhaps don't speak well or required protection. Can be the parental, can be the parents who have rejected behaviors. Yeah, just destructive people. So we have to get out of feelings. There's forgetfulness here. And hopefully it's not, abandoned puppy dog syndrome stuff. But it can be if you've gone through any type of hardships that were difficult enough during childhood. Now, if it wasn't childhood, the psyche break can come from some type of sudden damaging event later on in life, like an assault of some sort. Something that, causes you to need some therapy. Most people don't go get it, but, something really bad where you've experienced a loss of protection, where you cannot push someone away or get away from someone. Rejection isn't possible. It feels like a control situation. Something in the past, though. So the desires have to be realized. What do you want? Because whoever's going through this, you are manifesting a lab experience where you're looking at it, you see what's going on. How long does the scientist look at the lab experiment or come in the next day and do it again and again, getting the exact same result? There's something that you want to move forward, but there's just enough negativity to block. Have fears about moving forward, being afraid to be hurt. Next, unstuck action. Change. I just said it. Change of scenery. Accepting the lesson, starting of a new project. Choosing. Starting of a new project that you don't talk to anyone about. That is a secret. Helps you with healing. Helps you change vision. Powerball's here twice. Make sure it's something that you truly desire. No matter what anyone fucking says. That's why I said say it. Keep it a secret. Keep it a secret. Some of you need to be pushing mental illusions out of your mind through something artistic or creative. Doesn't have to be painting or drawing. Could be learning how to cook. Could be coming up with a clever tool or something to help old ladies clean stuff. I don't know. Something. Can be music. Can be whatever. For some of you, that is. Some of you don't understand as angel guides. You bleed differently. Don't bleed like we humans do. Bleed through expression. Expression art. Some of you, to get out of this data, may have to turn your back on groups or expectations of certain others. Doesn't mean children or anything like that, but those who don't, need to be in your space telling you how listen, what I'm reading, like, yes, okay, this can be a violation from childhood, but it can manifest into being an adult who is entertaining the sadness of the others and taking it too personal, taking it on as your own data. Some of you may be looking for reciprocity. Somebody might be looking for someone to make things right, do the right thing. Stop being ridiculous. Shouldn't be waiting on that. Some of you should be using that as an opportunity to move yourself forward. Understand that the cowardice of the others doesn't have to be the cowardice of you. So there's a cycle that must be observed and broken. Control of the self, protection of the self. Perhaps backing away from energies that are just all negative. Misery loves company. Some of you need to learn how to be comfortable with yourself before inviting in others who aren't comfortable with themselves. Okay. Another action. Do something that helps alter the way you feel, think. Could be, things that you're listening to throughout the day. Some of you need to have music instead of taking in the vibration of emotional words from others. Some of you it wouldn't be a bad thing to have a nice playlist of good, happy music, or music that makes you think and move emotions out. Nothing sad, no standing off the side of a mountaintop music, but music that will make you move. No crazy rap either. That's my old ego opinion going forward. Also, right, new start. New start. Some of you need to think higher of yourself, and you don't do that. Some of you are you confused about your greatness? You forgot? Six and 8. So this is an opportunity to see the higher self. Changing your vision, like I just said before, and stop being lazy. Because that is choosing. That's choosing to be stuck. And it starts with movement. Any kind of movement towards your own happiness brings rewards instantly. Right. So there's an observing and a testing and controlling. You may have been looking at that in others or hoping for. Self-control within others. You're learning about it for yourself. The split that we saw earlier is going downward though. So it's an opportunity to love the self, have safety for the self, move away from the crash test dummies. Because you don't want to be in the car with the crash test dummies. You never know when they're going to work. Right? Yeah. Who do you love? Who do you trust? Who do you allow to control, drive your car of life? Who around you is not maturing or evolving? When you can recognize those people, the next question you need to ask yourself is, why are they still here? If they're related to you and they're your children, we're not talking about them. We're talking about the ones who. And if that is one of y'all, handle it. Because it is an old lesson with a predictable experience, ending, outcome. All right. Does anybody need any specific questions answered? If not, hello everyone. If you have been sitting quietly, please hit the like button and subscribe and all that stuff. The next reading could be yours. Gabriel, was there any data in there for you? And you're welcome. Well, I'm glad it was helpful. Somebody's trying to decide or make a truce, come back to a former enemy or somebody you may have had angry words with, heated words with, poor communication with before. Some of you may be thinking a victory is there, trying to get a new start. Okay. Some of y'all are going to be trying to, some of y'all are waiting on somebody waiting to talk to somebody that you had a fight with before or an argument with before, and they're being lazy about it. They see your message, but they're not answering. Moving out of that data. Be careful what messages you answer. You might be fucking busy. Okay. You have a question, Gabriel. Tessa, was it helpful? If you needed me to go any place specific with that, I can try. Gabriel wants to know, is it a female who's trying to reconcile? No, I see two. I see the devil. The devil and the Prince of Cups. Those are the only living energies I see here. I think the devil could be Capricorn, and Cups, I think, water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So it doesn't necessarily have to be feminine. Somebody with some codependency issues or chooses them. Something that they hide their secrets. Painting a picture. Yeah, whoever this is a loner energy type. Controlling.
Like feels like someone who doesn't have to explain what it is that they're doing. Like can be the one who waits for others to bring things of value to them. Okay. Yeah. Woo. You got a message from the crowd. Okay, Gabriel. Okay, clarify. What do they want? The truth. Somebody wants somebody to make something right. Somebody might have had some choice words with someone, or might have chosen partying. Somebody did the wrong thing. This can be the ghoster, the one who might come see you but don't. Ooh. This is somebody who made a choice to not do what they said they would do. Untold truths. Now someone trying to figure out how to, what I just heard is weasel their way out of it. I say who's what. I'm just reading what the cards say. Somebody may be watching someone's social medias. Could be interacting with home, whatever it is. They and their feelings. Angel guide and love. And the Fool. And the Star in reverse. I hope this isn't somebody returning to somebody who didn't do the right thing. But it could be. Can be the angel guide making a choice to wait for love instead of doing the work for the others, the big work. This can be the angel guide who is choosing earth love, earthly energy, earthly experiences, including failure. Can you see that? Failure. Yeah. Okay. We don't like that. Somebody needs to buy themselves a t-shirt that says, I create trust issues. Or something bumper sticker funny. Or something like, I break for chicks with trust issues. 6. 6. Do you have any data to go here with this reading?
We've been tricked. We've been backstabbed. And we've been quite possibly bamboozled.
Anything else? Oh, come on, bro. Anything else?
Are you challenging me?
It's okay. This is the one who enjoys the acquisition, but not really big on sustaining or maintaining, or anything that runs long is kind of draining. Hey, that was like poetry. Someone should write a Dr. Seuss book for dating. Come on. Anything else, 6?
But you know not. But that thing. Excuse me.
Oh, huh? You mean like commitment? Fuck boy, whose data is this? Who's this? Alrighty then. Well. Oh, and the journalist. When I said this, I just heard in my head the other way. Gotcha, bitch. Instead of like wham bam, thank you, ma'am, it's like wham bam, look how bored I am. Good God. I'm moving out of this data. Picking up other people's data now. This was. Ah. Come on, bro. 6. You should say something encouraging and emotionally connecting that like lights the pathway for those who need to move out of that data. Okay. Anything else?
I'll have 2 number 9.
Oh yeah, okay, well.
Number 9 large. A number 6 extra dip. A number 7. 2 number 45s. 1 with cheese. And a large soda.
Okay. So, greed. Sounds about right. A little greedy. That sounded delicious though. I'm with you, Gabriel. That did sound delicious. That did sound good. Not good for anyone else, though. So, there's that. So, for some, your rejection of others is their protection. They just don't see it. You're like one of those bumper cars at the festival. But you're like the angry person just slamming into everybody, making the whole 5 minutes a little bit weird. So calm down. Alright, you guys. Alright, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed the reading. Collective data for whoever needed it. I will work on some more title cards. Because I don't have any good titles at all, so these help. These help. And you're welcome, Goddess Tessa. And Gabriel. Gabriel, and I said your name. I hear Stevie Nicks. I don't know who she's singing with. Is it Tom Petty? Stevie Nicks, stop dragging my heart around. Have I ever had flashes, Gabriel? You flashes of light? Or you mean moments where I flash out on guys and then I when I come to, I have my strap on up their ass. Are you talking about that? What flashes are you talking about? I don't know, I get flashes when I do readings. When I connect to certain energy. And you'll see me take my jacket off when I have it. I do connect that way. You connect, oh, you had visions. A second, when I had you rolling. I just wasn't sure. I was trying to answer your question to the best of my abilities, Gabriel. You asked me about flashes, and I was like, does he mean hot flashes? Like, no, I don't have hot flashes. But when I do readings, yes. That's how I know I'm like over the target. I heat up. And then it's gone just as fast as it came. Now, flashes of light have, I don't know if you're seeing flashes of light, Matt. I say they don't count unless you can record them. Otherwise, could be something going on with your eyes. But I don't know. Try to get it recorded. You had flashes? Oh, you mean like visions of people? Okay. There can be an energy exchange. That person could be talking about you at that time. It could be thinking about you. Yeah. Now, if you were asleep and dreaming, I have variety of thoughts on that. So it's whatever you think, but could be energy exchange. Um, could be just maybe you saw their name, glancing through your phone. Maybe you were looking for names and you just saw a glimpse of their name, and your brain is still going to read that. So it can bring that data back to you. Especially if you're like, wham bam, look how bored I am. Your brain is going to go back through the Rolodex or the roll of dicks and it'll come back. And it only takes a flash of someone's name. You were awake. All right. I don't know. Maybe it's just you thinking of them too. Your energy exchange can be going that way. Maybe you're wishing for someone that behaved like your person. I don't know. I don't know what sass it means. I don't know what word you were typing. But if you're having dreams or anything like that, there's plenty of really good dream dictionaries out there to have a glance at. But the visions are sketchy because, yeah, we don't need to go that deep, but you could just be thinking of your person. So, chicken sandwich. Ah, yeah. Chicken sandwich. Interesting. You know what I like? I don't even know what they're called. Uh, I don't know why I just had a thought of, is it Red Lobster that makes the biscuits, the flavored biscuits or something? I just saw like biscuits and a sense of a seafood restaurant. Okay. Maybe I want some fried catfish. How about that? Uh, I don't know, dear. There are dream dictionaries, Gabriel. Um, I think the one I used to use is Dream Mod. Dream MOD. DREAMOD or Dream. Uh, wait, Dream. I'll just look up Dream Dictionary. Dream moods. Sorry. Dream Moods. MOOD. MOODS. It's so the whole site is DREAMMOODS. Well, that's the start of it. Now that one, they go pretty. It's a pretty big site, so check it out and look up all the parts of your dreams that stick out. Like, do certain colors stand out? You said you hear certain things. I would write them all down on a piece of paper, write the dream out, and then side note it with whatever you find in the dream journal. Would help. So good luck. You'll be there all night. You'll be there all night. Enjoy the rabbit hole. I think I lost about a month on that site when I first saw it. So good luck with that. I apologize for the lack of sleep you'll be getting. I can say it now, and then it's nicer if I say it in advance. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I totally appreciate you being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And you can be part of future readings. You guys get your rest, okay? And we'll do this again tomorrow.